everything out there that gets disproven every single day. Stuff you learned in school, 20 years later, 10 years later, gets rewritten because they messed up. The one thing people keep forgetting about religion, if you just believe in religion itself just as something to hold on to, yes, you're wrong. But if you believe in the true and living God, that's something to hold on to. Because one thing that the Christian faith separates itself from almost every other faith is it does not lie about what happened to you. It does not pacify or sugarcoat it. If you read the Bible, because people who don't believe in the Bible don't read it, you can always tell. Because like Jason's fairy tales. Like, the Bible has people getting killed. The Bible has people killing people. The Bible has people doing things they shouldn't be doing. It's not a puppies and roses book. It tells of the good and the bad. So my message today is God said it wouldn't be easy.
All right.
But like Mom's favorite person and Chris' favorite person, but it was worth it. But basically people don't get is everything in life will not be good. Everything in life won't always be bad. But you will always, if you get up and you hold on to your beliefs, good or bad, you'll make it. Because it even says in the Bible, it's one thing to believe in God and stay with Him. It's another thing to believe against God and stay away from Him. But the worst person is the one who goes back and forth, wishy-washy, because they know better. Because like I said, it's better for the person who decided to do wrong all by themselves. They'll have it a little bit better than the person that knows what they're supposed to do and goes the opposite way. Because it says like, let's look at John 10:10. It's something that people, again, back to my point of, the Bible doesn't sugarcoat anything. So the thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy, and I have come that they may have life and have it to the fullest. People sit there and they're like, well, basically Jesus is trying to say, he's like, no, he's trying to say, I'm here to help you.
Amen.
It's a simple way to separate what's going on in life. He doesn't say in there, well, all things are cherries and roses. There won't be any theft. There won't be any destruction. There won't be any killing. No, he said, no, it's going to happen. I'm just letting you know there's a thief that does it. I'm not the person that does that. He's like, basically, that's what happens. Because people are like, Jason, where was God in all this?
Well,
The same place he was before it all happened. People don't realize the one thing God gave to everybody in life that's like the most beautiful thing in life, He gave you choice.
amen.
And if you look at any TV show, any internet program, because you have some people out there that believe they don't watch TV, that's okay, look at whatever social media you read, whatever books you pick up, because you feel a little bit better because you don't watch TV. It's like everything like they're trying to tell people isn't a choice. We are nothing but animalistic and we operate on impulses. So I say, that's impossible. So what do you mean that's impossible? If we only operate on animal impulses, we'd still be hunting and gathering according to their books and never have advanced. Because remember, if you didn't make a choice, the person wouldn't have made the first light bulb because they'd be like, oh, it's an impulse, it didn't work, so they're done. No, they're like, it didn't work. Like at one famous Formula 407 or 409, that was 408 times they got it wrong. And they kept on enduring in spite of everything that happened. People have choice. You either choose to believe in the true living God or you choose to follow against Him. There is no gray area. People in life believe, Jason, there's no black and white. There's shades of gray. No, it isn't. There's black and white. We choose not to believe that, so we develop shades of gray. Like a person says, well, a person's stealing to feed their family. That's not bad. No, it's bad. They just chose to do the bad to save their family. It's still wrong. They just chose to change it. That change? No, it doesn't change it. Everything's good and bad. If you have laws in the land and you choose to disobey it, you're in the wrong. If you have a family of 4, 5, 6, and you choose to leave them, you're in the wrong. Oh, you can tell yourself a nice little great story to feel better about it. But you did that. Because people in life believe that everything is just going to be easy. Like one person said, I was watching a show, it was a Korean show. I'm not going to name them because I'm not going to name names. And people were making fun, there are all a bunch of doctors in it. They said, Jason, there is no heaven. That's just something people tell themselves to placate themselves. They said, no, but heaven's right here. It's right here. It's like, that's the dumbest thing you could believe in your entire life. Because the enemy wants you to believe there is no hardship. There is no good or bad. We just return to the earth. Like that little thing that happened a while ago, YOLO. Get people to, before they did something stupid and died, you only live once. The simple fact that you said you only live once lets you know the lie you believe in. Here's the problem you don't realize. You only live in this dispensation once. You go to the real, and you only live once. Because that's all it is. So we'll go over to 1 John chapter 5, verses 4 through 5. Can someone read that for me? When you get there, just say amen. 1 John 5, chapter 5, verses 4 through 5.
For whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Who is he that overcometh the world, but he that believeth that Jesus is the Son of God?
Jesus is the Son of God. I was tempted to go, well, amen, like Dad and all the older saints I saw when I was growing up said. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It's a simple thing that the Bible does. It always lets you know throughout the entire books. It gives you one simple truth.
Amen.
If you believe that Jesus is the Son of God, you will overcome the world.
Amen.
He's like, I made this. He said, when you go out to that far outreaching planet, because right now they're about to reach Pluto and check out pictures of it, I made that. When you go over to that galaxy that's millions of light years over there, I made that.
Amen.
And one person's like, well, we've aged the universe. We've come to the conclusion that it is 13.7 billion years old. And I always tell people the same thing when I read this. And people get actually fight mad when I say this. How do you know that? They look at me like I'm crazy. They go, well, it was carbon dated. What did you carbon date? And so we looked at the speed of light. By your own science, light bends if there's another galaxy around it. So it messes up your actual measurements. Says, yeah, but we've learned how to study that bend. Really, when I was a kid, you said quasars were looks into the past. But then we found out quasars are actually in this galaxy. One person's like, well, this couldn't happen in this small of a timetable. We just looked over there there's a solar system's about 5,000 light years away that it's happening. They said, well, planets are rare. We just looked over into the spot and you see more planets. They said, well, binary stars, they're right there. They said, but it's right here. The one person's like, well, there's black. Have you seen a black hole? They go, no, because it's conveniently black and you can't see it. People basically want to displace and rule out God in everything. They want to pretend like hardships happen because of him and good happens because of us. But God said that's not true.
Amen.
Why would God say, for whatever is born of God overcomes the world, unless he believes there's something to overcome? He said, this is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. Again, he keeps telling you, there will be stuff for you to overcome.
Amen.
There will be problems. But if you believe in my son, Jesus Christ, I'll make sure you get through it.
Amen.
Because we look over in Romans chapter 8, it says we are more than conquerors.
Amen.
Who that love us. Big people keep forgetting. Why does he keep saying we're conquerors? He's letting you know there is something in life you have to fight.
Amen.
We can't sit there and like people sing songs like, if I keep true and I keep feelings of positivity, I can over. That's good. I'm happy you're positive. I'm not going to argue with that. You need to be positive. But remember, what happens when that bad stuff happens? Like Chris likes to laugh at, people put the religion and their Christianity and their Godhead on the shelf. And then they go right after that person. God's like, no, that's not how we do it.
Amen.
You keep me with you the whole time.
Amen.
And we'll make it. I was sitting there, I listened to a song, and Dad knows this song, it was Fred Hammond's song, said, I'm running back to you. But you got Fred Hammond's song, he sung when he sung with Commission. The words of the song, people, they like it. It's a beautiful song, but listen to what he's saying in the song. It says, I'm tired of pain and I don't like fear. But Lord, I want to be sincere. I never should have left your side, but please take me into your guiding light. And he goes on again, I'm running back to you, and I see you're standing right there for me with your arms open wide, and I don't have to cry anymore. People don't realize it. All of the problems you have, everything you go over to, he's sitting there waiting for you to get tired of it.
Amen.
He's sitting there waiting for you to finally say, I don't want this anymore. And what did he say at the end? He said, he didn't say his back was turned doing something else. No, his arms are open wide. So you ready to come home? He's like, I know you're going to fall. I know you will stumble. I know there are hardships. I know there's pitfalls along the way. I know it's not a straight path. I know something may happen to you. I know something bad will happen to people around you, but I'm right here. And I'm always got my eyes right on you. Because he's like, I'm your guiding light. I don't care who looks to the other side, who pushes you away. I don't even care if you fell for 20 years. Just come on back home. That's the thing that people in the church need to preach. Not beautiful words of, you'll make it if you give me this money. Not beautiful words, you'll be healed if you give me this. Not if you come here and give us your tithes, we'll make it. No, what he's saying is, bring us your hardship. Bring us your pain. We're right here. We'll be that guiding light. We'll show you the way that's in the Bible. Because if you're sitting right there, all we're asking for you is one thing: run to me, and I'll be there.
Amen.
Because it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11. I'll have someone go there real quick, and I'll read it while they're looking at it so everybody can go ahead and get a nice little look at it. It says in Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to the men of understanding, nor yet favor to the men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. People are so caught up in what people love to say is the rat race. They want to reach some pinnacle. They want to reach something to get that leg up, that something that makes them better. God's like, that's not the way to go.
Amen.
If you come to me with all your pain, with all your hardships, and you actually completely surrender to my son Jesus Christ and believe in him as you believe in me, I'll take care of the rest.
Amen.
People are too busy pushing people aside and trying to backbite and do whatever they want to, creating the problems that they are so wanting to believe everyone else is creating for them.
Amen.
You need to do what God says. Let him be your guiding light, and you won't have these problems anymore. Because remember, God said it wouldn't be easy.
Amen.
But like Cece said, it'll be worth it.
Praise the Lord.
And with that, I'll close. I hope something I've said has helped
Amen.
someone today. And remember one thing, in God, it's all good.
Amen. Praise the